Hello, welcome in. How are you? Oh, really, guys? Hold on one second, y'all. Do you mind? Trying to do something here. All right. Well, I'm being overrun by cats, as you can see. I can't put my cup down because they'll drink it or knock it over. Hey, Fred. How are you, bud? I sent you a link if you want to join. So we're only going to go an hour today. Hi, Ruth. How are you? Good to see you. Can I help you? How y'all doing? Oh, my. It's actually a really nice day out, considering how windy it was this morning. So, okay, bud. No pressure. Okay, so I blamed yous and it wasn't you guys. Holy crap. They're spreading liquid manure somewhere and it's just blowing right into my door. Yay! Be glad there's no such thing as smell-o-vision. Because if there was, you would not be here. Oh, wow, it's gotten that bad, Ruth? Yeah, my people haven't gotten back to me about anything yet. I'm waiting to hear back. So I guess we have some news to talk about today. We'll give some people time to get in here. But what? You have bad breath. You know that, right? Like, seriously, you need a Tic Tac. Well, we'll add it to our prayer list in the Discord, Ruth, and we'll pray on it for you. Callie, be nice. Mr. Elmo, good evening, sir. Good afternoon, I guess is the best way of putting it. What are you doing, Mario? Oh. Yeah, I know you don't want to be back at the trailer over the winter again. That was not a fun situation for you last year. So we'll definitely hope you get that other position. Let me. So let's have a chit chat here, shall we? Because we got 5 people in here. Welcome in, y'all. Thanks for joining us. We're in the shed/studio today because my dumbass forgot to plug in my phone, so it's almost dead, so I can't be out in the middle of the field. The cat's like, you're in my seat. I am the star, you silly fuzzy creature, right? Yeah. They're a trip, that's for sure. I was waiting for that. They just knocked my cup over. Thankfully, I emptied it first. Who's been sitting in my chair? There we go. All right, now I'm more comfortable. But, so let's talk about the big news of the day. The big news of the day is that apparently the Trump administration has negotiated a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel, and the hostages are supposed to be home sometime this weekend. By Monday, they're talking. So that's a good thing. Now it's just getting the 2 parties to hold up to their end of the deal there, right? Actually completely agree to the deal, and then, make sure that they do what they're supposed to do. So, hi, Jamie. So, there have been some discussions about doing TikTok and YouTube at the same time because of having to split my attention between 2 platforms. And having to say thank you, and you guys don't get to see the illustrations and stuff like that. So we're only going to go for an hour today. And then I'm going to switch over and go over to do a show on TikTok afterwards. Almost says it is a start. Now we will see how full of crap the pre-Palestine crowd is because they won't stop. Ruth says, "Let's hope there's no other incidents that happen to mess it up." I agree, Ruth, and if it does, it'll be done on purpose to make sure that I believe that. Young lady, you are clawing my leg up. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I got you now. This is the Boo. Miss Boo. Yeah. So, but yeah, Elmo says about the pre-Palestine crowd being full of shit because they won't stop, and now they'll just switch to another cause, right? They'll switch over to anti-ICE bullshit or something along those lines. They'll find some other bullshit thing to do. So how y'all doing? Y'all being safe, taking care of yourselves? I miss saying. Wait, no, you're a mister, aren't you? You is a mister, aren't you? Here's the Oreo. Almost lives there. I think there's some type of blood curse or something on that land. They haven't been seen peace in thousands of years. Elmo, the Bible says that there will not be peace. Good afternoon, Mr. Thomas. How are you, sir? Thomas said he got his package and that there was a cat in the box. So he said he took the cat out and fed it and gave it some water. So, hello, Mr. Cow. How are you, sir? How are you doing? Hopefully you are doing well today, sir. Good to see you. Woohoo! Cal's got his armed guard card. Say that 10 times fast. Armed guard card. So, good to see everybody. Yeah, good to see you too. Yes, his birthday was the 26th, so happy belated birthday to you, sir. Ow. I'm gonna whoop you. You're supposed to have good balance, so why are you almost falling off my lap? Jamie made more salmon. Yummy. Miss Willow, that's good. That's enough, thank you. So, Thomas, did you get a frost warning up there? They're saying that we could have frost tonight. He says I'm 44. I'm old now. I want my AARP and my insurer. Oh my! And of course, my Rumble Studio is not working. Here we go. So, but if they can pull off this peace agreement, was 32 last night? Okay, so you had frost last night then. Wow. We got down to like 37 last night, I think. So if they can pull off this peace agreement, what do you think that will do for the Middle East? Do you think it'll settle things down? Excuse me. All the way down to 76. Elmo's up there bragging about his weather. Here, let me drop that down a little bit further. Is that better? It'll bring things back to what they were in the 90s after Camp David Accords. Yeah. That reminded me Richard needs to renew his arms license but won't get it anyway until after the Canada post strike is over. Oh, your post office is striking up there, Ruth? How did I not know that? Excuse me. Almost is not bragging. A couple more degrees colder, I'll have to break out a sweat jacket. Which is to say, Hamas will settle down for a while. Everyone will chill out for a decade or so. There will be the usual rock throwing and occasional hissy fissy flapping, but it'll be otherwise peaceful. We can hope. We can hope. Yep, it's been for the last few weeks now, after they announced they were closing most of the services they already don't provide. Hello, Patsy. Patsy says a lot of flights were canceled as well due to the shutdown. Well, that has to do with not having enough air traffic controllers, I believe, Patsy, from the shutdown, yeah. But did anybody else see that Canada's post office is striking? Am I the only one that missed that? Oh, Chester? Who are you trying to get in trouble now? Hi, buddy. Yeah, it's weird, Ruth. I haven't heard anything about the post office strike up there. So that's weird that we didn't hear anything about it. What are you doing? No, we know, bud. I understand. You have to watch how you spell certain things, or else YouTube smack your fingers. Oh, come on. Canada Post announced they were removing services such as delivering to individual homes. And so the union went back on strike the next day. He's jealous you have another on your lap. They're all jealous of each other, honestly. They've been bickering and fighting all the time lately, so gotta figure something out with them. So what you're saying is they were going to make it so that the post office wasn't delivering to homes? Ruth, is that what you're saying? Or what they're saying? Right. And there's Valkyrie. Hello, Valkyrie. So apparently the wind shifted again because the nasty smell that was coming in the door is not coming in the door anymore, thankfully. Because that was absolutely horrible. Thomas says I tried to strike and Karen threatened to lock me in the basement. That's funny. Poor Thomas. So yeah, we're gonna go for an hour on here until 5 o'clock, and then I'm gonna switch over to Elmo says I gotta start prepping for dinner. Hope everyone has a great day. All right, Elmo, we'll see you this evening on the Discord, sir. Last year they were striking a month before Christmas and ended, I think, a week before. Oh wow. Yeah, that's how many people didn't get their packages for Christmas in time, I wonder. Why are you biting me, sir? TT was taken down? Really? It shows that the event's still up there. I don't know. Who knows? But no, I've had some people complain about doing TikTok and YouTube at the same time. Um, Thomas says no, just trying to keep you to yourself to ourselves. You're on TikTok, Thomas. What are you talking about, bud? TT's TikTok. You can say it over here, Thomas. You just can't say it over on TikTok. Yeah, get that. You can't say TikTok on TikTok. Make it make sense. Bruce said, but they announced that Canada Post is in a lot of debt, and their solution is to not deliver to individuals or to make it less often. Something like that. That makes zero sense. I don't know. Oh, damn it. Maybe I need a tic tac. You should see the way these cats are looking. No, he was carrying on. He was saying that he said that to try and keep me over here longer. He was joking. I am sorry. So last night I went to bed at 2 a.m. Woke back up at 3:45 a.m. Made Ryan breakfast. Stayed up till almost 7 o'clock, and then laid down till about 9:30. Then I've been up ever since. So I'm a little tired this afternoon. Sorry, y'all. Apparently, you still can't see the cats very well. That kind of cuts my head off, doesn't it? What are you doing, you weirdo? This is not that kind of show, pal. Come here. This is a PG show most of the time, dude. Anyway, with them being on strike, it's getting hard to get things delivered to us. I have a bank card that should be replaced, but they can't send it to me for that reason. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be not good. Sounds like maybe it's time to invest in a P.O. box. Thomas says the U.S. Postal Service here sucks. Amazon packages take priority, so our mail is delayed. That doesn't surprise me, bud. Dude, I'm moving you so they can see you better, Oreo, and you move further away, you butthead. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the YouTube side of things here. As you can see, I am covered in cats. So S. Garrett there is Sarah. She is somebody that me and Jamie met on TikTok and has become a good friend. So all the people in here are good people, Sarah. I believe all of them are on the Discord except for Cal. Cal, you're okay? How am I? I'm tired. I'm ready for a nap, but I can't have one. Bruce says I have a P.O. box, but with the strike, nothing gets delivered. Oh, wow. That's not good. I was really hoping that this cold weather, this cold air would help keep me awake a little bit, but it is not working. Stop it. Stop it or I'll put you down. We got a half an hour yet, so go ahead and type it out. Yeah, we'll talk about it. 12 people. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. How are you? I know you're all here to see the cats, not me. Oh yeah, put it in the chat, and we'll go subscribe. Well, actually, I can just do this. Here, go to channel, click subscribe, copy. I got you, Sarah. I got you. There you go, y'all. If y'all want to go over and subscribe to her channel, then please. I'll post it in the Discord as well. Here comes the boo. Here comes the boo. Hello, Miss Boo. Yep, you're welcome, Sarah. That's one thing that I promote over here is we want to help other creators to grow as well. Whether that, yeah. What did you reply to, Jamie? They're so cute. Well, this is only 3 of like 60 of them. They're all around me. All around me. I got to get out here and rearrange some stuff and get some things ran. But I'll get that taken care of. Thomas says, looks like a nice channel. Like the critters. Yeah, she's got some really fun. She's got dogs. She's got ducks, whale. You got some cattle there, right? I believe. Yeah, if you like animals, more than cats, because I mean, we get plenty of cats here, but over at Sarah's, you'll see a lot more aminals. They got both my arms tied up now. I can't cover my mouth when I yawn. I'll just have to kind of turn. Nope, cows. Okay. That should give you the story. I didn't see anything pop up, Ruth. Let's do this. Okay, try posting it again, Ruth. I made you a moderator so you can post links now. They have goats, chickens, ducks, quail, turkeys, a goose, dogs, and cats. Yeah, go ahead and send it now. It'll go through. I mean, I gave you a wrench. You can beat me with it later. We're waiting to see what Patsy posts. All right, let's go see what's going on here. Liberal government instructs Canada Post to end home delivery, close some post office. Union announces nationwide strike will resume immediately in response to reforms. With Canada Post on track to lose $1.5 billion in 2025, and contract discussions between the union and the corporation stalled, the federal government is embarking on a modernization plan it says will allow Canada Post to stabilize its finances and ensure its survival. The bottom line is this: Canada Post is effectively insolvent. Government Transformation Minister Joel Lightbound said in a statement on Thursday. It provides an essential service to Canadians and in particular to rural, remote, and Indigenous communities, and Canadians are rightfully attached to it and want it saved. However, repeated bailouts from the federal government are not the solution. Huh. That's crazy, Ruth. I'm sorry you guys are going through that. It didn't show up, Patsy. Patsy, send it to me on Discord. Okay, friends. Unlike Chris, I can indeed take a nap and intend to. I have an event at 9 p.m. I'll catch you all later. Okay, Cal. Enjoy your nap, bud. We'll talk to you soon. Yeah, I'm probably going to take a nap after we get done. But, yeah. Am I making you all yawn? Yeah, I hope they resolve it soon, too, Ruth, because that's got to be a pain in the ass. Oh, my. Yeah, sorry, Patsy. It just didn't come through. Jamie says, move, says the cow. How did I miss that? Thomas says, I had the Royal RMCP. He says, I heard the RMCP are riding moose to save money. That's funny, bud. Yeah, unfortunately, Patsy, YouTube is crazy with like I didn't even get to see the comment, you know? You know, it doesn't help having these guys sleeping on me. That makes me even tireder. Yeah. So I don't talk too much on here about you know, the community building because most of you know how we build community. So let's talk about this. Monday, so let's start with this. About a month and a half ago, I found out that there was a veteran in Ohio that had their electric turned off on them. They're diabetic and they had to throw away all their insulin because their refrigerator wasn't working because there's no electric. Right? So I've been working with this veteran to try and get his electric turned back on. He's had to submit the same paperwork 3 separate times. Okay. And finally, last Friday, he got an answer from the electric company saying that if he paid $210, they would turn his electric back on Monday. So starting Friday, I started making phone calls. I called donors. I talked to people all over the place. And we were lucky enough to come up with the money rather quickly, thanks to the generous people that are on here, and I appreciate all of you. So thank you. So Monday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm calling the veteran, and we call the electric company together. I've got to tell you that AES Ohio Electric is the worst electric company I have ever dealt with. Okay. So we get thrown around to, well, first they tell him they can't find his account number. They send us to like 4 different people to get a hold of that. Then they send us to one place that says that's supposed to take the payment. Then they're like, oh no, you got to talk to these people. And it was just a mess. And finally, we get a hold of the last person that takes the payment, that's getting ready to take payment. And she's like, well, it's showing me that you have to pay off the entire bill. Well, the entire bill isn't even in his name. It's in his ex's name. And I'm like, I can't pay the whole bill. The bill's like $1,400 total. And so I kind of went off on the people, and I'm like, well, first of all, you should not have even shut off his electric. He's a disabled veteran who needs the refrigerator for his insulin. I mean, I laid into these people. And by the end of the time we were done, his electric was turned on, and they were saying sorry and thank you for your service before all was said and done. Bruce said, but for some reason there is still a Bruce says, for some reason there is still a law you can't drag a dead horse down Young Street. Must have been happening a lot to have made it actual law. That's interesting. Oh, going back to horse riding, got ya. Oh my. So, but why would we be here? Okay, that's interesting. Butcher was at the far end of the street. So, wondering if it wasn't from like people riding horses and pushing them too hard, and they would just die when they got into town. I've heard of that happening. You push a horse too hard, and it just, when it finally has a chance to stop, its heart just stops. So, yeah, Patsy, if you want to make a post on the Discord, we'll talk. We can discuss it down in the chill spot later tonight. So Young Street is the longest road in Canada. Oh wow, interesting. Has anybody heard from Anne lately? I kind of worry about her. I don't know. Something just. I'm afraid that. Yeah. I don't know how to get a hold of her. Well, we got about 10 minutes left on here, and then I'm going to do an hour on TikTok. and then I have to head in the house and take care of some stuff. So how about 7 o'clock? We'll meet in the chill spot and we'll have a discussion. How's that sound? Y'all want to meet in Discord and talk about the subject matter that Patsy's going to post in there? Used to be the longest road in the world, but that was proven incorrect. So, if you're on the Discord, you will notice that I posted a video about we should be preparing for war. Yeah. No, it'd be 6 year time if that would work. 8 year time would be 9 my time, and they're going to be watching movies by then. Okay, Sarah. I'll come. No, you're fine. Ruth, you're good. But yeah, China is preparing for war with us, and we've been worrying about stupid stuff that has nothing to do with being ready for war. And I hope it doesn't end up biting us in the ass in the end, because all right, Patsy. Yep, we'll see you there. But yeah, I mean, if we don't prepare for this, we're going to not do well, and it's going to be a problem. The only thing that we have going for us is the fact that most of our equipment is superior to China's. So there's that. But they've got numbers that could be a problem for us. So we'll have to see what happens. Anything important going on that y'all need to talk about quick, or that you want me to know about? Okay, yeah, I remember she was in the fireside chat. Well, she was in the last Thursday's chat. I didn't do a fireside last week because of the weather. The weather wouldn't, or did I? Did I do a fireside chat this past Friday? I can't remember. But yeah. I'll tag her in a post on here and see if she answers. So haven't had time for any news lately. Yeah, I've been staying away from the news a lot. I just get a couple, one or two things on YouTube. Okay, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I've slept since then. So, what are you doing? But yeah, hopefully I will get my streaming key soon from TikTok so I can add everything together and you all will hang out with all of it'll be intertwined and you all be able to see each other and we can all have fun together. That's what we're hoping. We kept you entertained for a bit. Well, that's good. That's what we're here for, entertainment and information. But yeah, I appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here a while. That way I can go grab a drink real quick and get ready for my live over on TikTok. I appreciate you being here. I thank you. And I will see you on Discord here in a little bit, y'all. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. All right. We'll see y'all soon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all. You too, Sarah. Have a blessed day. I'll see you in a little bit. Oh, these guys are keeping me from leaning forward. No worries. Have a good evening. Think about what movie you might want to watch tonight after everything's done. I don't know if Tyler's doing a show tonight or not. I haven't seen him say anything, so but we'll figure it out. So, all right. Later, y'all.